Hi, I'm Rick Coons with Jammin Jan and the Gratidudes, and I'm here with Chris Gough of the Peculiar Winery. And we're here to talk about this upcoming gig we have here on April the 9th.
Yeah.
And Chris, tell me a little history about the Peculiar Winery.
Well, we started in June of 2019, and before that, I was in broadcast journalism. I was actually doing what you were doing.
You look familiar. What did you used to do?
I worked on Metro Sports in
Yes, Metro
for
Sports.
15 years.
I remember you from Metro Sports. Yeah.
And then I actually worked for the World Wrestling Federation as well. And I still do stuff with Johnny Dare every week.
Do you?
But got into this wine thing because one of my wrestlers that I know has a winery up north. So he I apprenticed under him for several years when broadcasting was I was with a cable television station, so it was sort of transitioning to streaming. So it was like, I better think of something else to do. So we started working on the winery, and my parents and my wife and I bought this 15 acres here. I live only about a half mile away, so it's really convenient. I have a couple young boys, it's been fun to do with the family, and sort of built it from scratch. This is all a cow field when we took it over.
Sounds great. So what kind of wines do you serve here?
We have I have a lot of sweet wine, which is what most people drink, but around these parts anyway. But I try to have some for everybody. We have over 20 wines now, and we have a lot of seasonal stuff, but we have dry to sweet. I would say that our most popular all-time bestseller has probably been our peach. But outside of that, we have a pear jalapeno wine called Pear Pinot that a lot of people like, and it's just a lot of fun wines. We have a lot of fun with our label design, stuff like that. We don't take ourselves too seriously. Yeah.
So what do you have plans for the future to do more with the place?
We just added our patio covering. It's sort of a greenhouse over our patio, which sort of doubled our seating capacity covered. The patio's been out there and it's always full in the summer, but it's so hot out there, and if it was rainy, bands like yourself couldn't really stay here. They have to cancel or whatever. So that helped a lot, and it also helps in the winter and stuff. So that was a big building process for us, and moving forward, we'd like to build a little stage out there on the pad that we have out there, and like I said, it's our third year, so I'm okay with no more capital expenditures for a while, but it's been fun to do.
So you've had live music for quite a while now?
Yeah, we've had that from the beginning. My parents and my wife and I, we'd go to wineries all the time, and all around the country, but it's more about the experience to me. When you go to a winery, I don't necessarily go to these wineries and think man, I really have to have that wine all the time. But it's like what I get to do there. We have fun. You just remember the place and the moments more than anything. And so, music's a big part of that, of course. And, the food, the wine, just the atmosphere. We try to make it sort of homey here.
Well, we really appreciate the opportunity to play here. We're looking forward. We have 2 more dates in June and in August, and we're really looking forward to playing. We're going to be here on April the 9th from 5 to 8, and looking forward to people coming. One thing I was going to ask you is, do you have food on the premises for these shows?
Yeah, every time we have a band, we always have a food truck here. I rotate those around just so people like the variety around here. Down here in Peculiar, there's a couple of good places to eat, but not a ton of variety within 15 minutes or so. So, the food truck world. It's the Greek to Mexican to Italian to American. It's fun to do that. So we always have that. But on premises, if we don't have a food truck, we always have we have Shakespeare's Pizza, which is a Columbia, Missouri. I went to Mizzou, so that's a big thing in Columbia. And cheese, meat, sausage, crackers, tray, stuff like that. Dips, chips, stuff like that. So it's a limited menu normally, but when you're here, it's going to be we're going to have the best food truck in the world for you.
So we'll try to find out what truck you're going to have here and make sure we let people know what kind of food will be coming.
Sure, that's all available on peculiarwinery.com, or we do a lot of stuff on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/peculiarwinery. So that's updated pretty much for the rest of the year.
Well, Chris, thank you for the opportunity. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Join Jammin Jan and the Gratitude Band at the Peculiar Winery, 20709 Harper Road, Peculiar, Missouri, from 5 to 8 p.m. on Saturday, April 9th.